Yo, welcome to the crib, everybody. This is another episode of the Brothers Workshop. What do you guys think? Hey, before you come inside, make sure you take those shoes off. First thing I want to show you guys is my awesome closet right here. That old backpack's been with me for a long time. I want to say like 10 years, 15 years. Then over here, we got the trusty light. Boom, Harbor Freight, $4. And then back over here, you know, I don't know if you know, but we got the birds of prey right here, the Warhawks, Kent State and UTSA. And then back over here, you got the lounge. Sometimes I like to do a little reading. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the crib. The folks at JoyTutus gave us a truck bed tent for the 2014 to the 2019 body style. It only fits on the 5.5 foot bed, so that's why we brought old Ruby back here with us this time. And we're gonna go ahead and set that up. We're gonna do an unboxing for you guys, and we're also going to give you a review, an honest review. They asked us to do that. They didn't tell us to give them any favorable review, so we'll actually let you know what we think. And just like that, we're going to get into it. But before we do, if you like this kind of stuff, you guys can subscribe to our channel so you stay up to date on more videos like this one. If you want this tent for your truck, you can follow the link in the description below. And don't forget to follow us on social media at The Brothers Workshop. We're on Facebook and Instagram. And while you're at it, hit a like on this video. That way we know you actually like this kind of stuff and you guys are enjoying it as much as we are. Yo, this is kind of cool. It's a little carry. Okay. Yo, that's pretty sweet. Got ourselves a little Chevy Silverado drawn on here. That's pretty cool. It's not some generic like F-150 or something. There you go, first thing in there. We got our instructions. Okay. We got our tent. This is nice and compact. I like it. You can actually fit behind this, under the seat in the back. Kind of keep it there all the time, it looks like. Nice little rack there. Let's save that, see where that goes. And then this is metal on metal. So to protect the paint, I'm going to do a little paper there to help give it some cushion. Nice thing about this side, it's actually grabbing to the frame. Yeah, that's what I call a char dog right here. Wait for it.
What's up, guys?
There you go. I'm a campfire expert.
Good morning, David.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This was eventful last night, but I'm up here, got my cup of joe, just checking out the view. You guys want to see how the tent worked out?
Yeah.
All right, come on. I spent the night in here last night, and when you guys see pictures of these things online, you never see the inside. So I kind of want to show you that, what you get on the inside, and we're going to go from there. But up top here, you've got the little hanger for your lantern. You got two windows, one on either side. Zip up like a regular tent. And you've got this third one back here on the door, but you guys are standing there, so we're not going to have to worry about that. And then you've got a little vent back here. It's got a little knob you push down on, help breathe some fresh air. If you had a truck with a sliding window in the back and you slid that open, you could actually like look in, or I don't know, have your music playing or something, but you don't want to have the truck on at all while you're sleeping back here, because that exhaust kind of feeds right to the tent, and that'd be a terrible idea. So FYI, just don't do that. Anyway, second thing, you got pouches. Just like a normal tent, you've got some storage pouches, keeps everything up off the ground. You got 4 of them, one right here, one right there, and then you've got some up in the corners here. It kind of folds down in, so you have the rigidity of the bed, of the truck bed.
Show us how it worked out, David.
Oh, you guys want to know how it worked out?
We want to know.
Oh, all right. Well, here we go. So for the most part, we had a torrential downpour last night that we did not know about. This worked out pretty well, but we did get a little water in here. Just the amount of water that we had last night, actually sitting on the tent, you could kind of tell when you first got in, it was not wet, but you could feel a little bit of moisture in the air. You felt that outside as well, but when you got in, you could definitely feel that like kind of moisture in the air. As the night progressed, I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up to some drips on the face, and I looked up, and you know, there's condensation forming on the inside, so water's, I don't know if it's moving through the fabric, but it's not a whole lot. It was very minimal. I mean, you Sean, you got that down here in your tent too. But the biggest problem was down here at the bottom. You know, that water actually came in, but let me loosen this bad boy up for you. We can see. Come on in. Water got in here and it sat, and so a little building science term for you guys, or actually just science in general, is capillary action. It's water wanting to wick its way up in through a different membrane, and that's what happened right here. So you don't see a ton of water on this fabric, but you had so much water sitting on the tailgate that water wicked its way up through the fabric. Even if it's waterproof fabric or water resistant fabric, it's going to happen just because the amount of water, and it's just pushing its way through. So we had that. The bottom of the sleeping bag got wet, my shoes got wet, my socks got wet, but it's all right because we're camping and I don't really care. Two possible causes for water getting into the tent could be seams And if that's the case, it's going to be very minimal, which it was. But another big issue here is, as water comes down the face of this side of the tent, it's going to hit the tailgate, which it did. We saw that actually happen. And you can see it here. There's a lot of evidence of water hitting this. So that water is going to come down here. These tailgates aren't designed with an outlet for water. They kind of just corrugated, but that corrugation holds that water. And so as the water came down here and here, it filled up these corrugations. Interestingly enough, the only place that didn't fill with water was this face here. Because this face here wicks that water away, as you can see. Where right here, it sits back, and it sits back there. That's where the bulk of the water was. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I was in there listening to scary stories after you went to sleep, and
I got too scared.
Let's get real. I felt actually pretty safe in this thing because you're sitting, by the time you lay down, you're below the side of the bed, and it almost feels like real structure, real rigid in there, and you're not worried about the tent blowing around or anything. I didn't feel like that. We had some whipping winds come through with that storm, but nothing that shook this thing around. And yeah, overall I felt pretty secure. I had a good night's sleep, didn't have anything else to complain about. One thing you may want to do if you get this is probably get some padding for the floor of this, or just get some padding for the floor of the truck bed, because you will feel those corrugations in your truck bed. I have 5 moving blankets, and I could still, depending on the way I was laying down, I could still feel it.
It's like the pee under the mattress.
Yeah, the Princess and the Pea. Oh, that's a good call, man. That's almost exactly like that.
So you're saying you're prissy like a princess?
Hello, everybody. I did not stay in this. I stayed in that. And I was getting dripped on all night. So, the thing is, no matter what kind of tent you have, is going to take on a little bit of water during a torrential downpour. And all night I was like, I just want morning so bad.
I said the same thing.
So bad.
I actually looked at the radar and it said it's 6 o'clock, and I was like, oh, finally.
We wanted to give you guys a good review between the two. And they're the same material. That one's just in the truck bed. That's a regular tent. It's a $50 tent from Dunham's. Gets the job done, but we still got wet because of the torrential downpour that somebody didn't look at the weather report. Dave?
Yo.
Doesn't matter. We had a good time, actually. No, we didn't.
That's a big ultralight on that thing.
Dude, you gotta see this little Toyota Tundra pulling it's like a 20-foot camper. I was like, dual axle? Isn't that over the GVW?
Dude, that was it depends if it's an ultralight down there. That one, that's an F-150.
Yeah.
Just probably
same kind of bed you got.
6-cylinder. Because they did the twin turbo 6-cylinders. Oh, everybody also. All Ruby here is a 6-cylinder.
Mine's a V8.
Well, we don't care about that. We got this Z71 4-wheel drive 6-cylinder on purpose. So anyway, let's go.
Where was I even at?
You were talking about the differences.
Okay. So there's really not too many differences. It's the same material.
Yo, did you hear that guy at like 1:30 in the morning in his clapped out pickup truck?
Yeah, I heard all of that. I thought there was a patrol.
That woke me up. No, I was like, what? I zipped open. It's got a rear hatch on this thing, which you cannot. It's basically only for ventilation. So I peeped out the side, and I saw this dude in a clapped out truck just go whipping by here.
Clapped out.
Yo, if you don't know what clapped out is,
watch
Google
Whistler
it.
Diesel.
Yeah.
There's really not too much difference between this and the one I stayed in. It's the same material. They're both water resistant or waterproof, but in a torrential downpour, nothing's really waterproof. But we still got drips on our face. The tent did whip around like crazy on us whenever those winds were coming through. It was like whoosh, whoosh. I thought I was getting taken away to Oz. I didn't know what was happening. I was a little nervous. But it didn't, so here we're gonna go kayaking, we're gonna hit it up. And like David said, I do like the fact that you have the rigidity of the truck, But at the end of the day, if you want to get up and you want to run your kayaks down to the river, you have to take all this down or leave it here because you can't drive with this thing. Whereas like campsite is set up for the weekend, you know, but if you're just doing an overnight, what's it matter? Like this is great. But if you're gonna go ahead and like do a whole weekend thing, you have to take it down, put it back up. So, I mean, it's all what you want. Like, of course, if I'm going cross country and I just need a place to crash for the night, this is sick. This is awesome.
Yeah, and it fits underneath the bed.
Yeah.
Or underneath your seat. It folds up enough. You can fit it under your seat.
And like I like to take actual road trips all the time. So like this is perfect for that. But like a camp, like going camping for the weekend, I'd go with that. But I mean, this thing's still sick. Like, say you're
unless you take 2 vehicles,
you're
right?
mobbing out to Utah, right? You're gonna go to the Moab, right? And you're like, dang, son, I need something just quick to throw up.
Yo,
because
overlanding.
I drove.
No, you take it down.
I guess you could.
Because overlanders don't keep their stuff up either.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but you get that sweet patch collection on the headliner.
We already have that.
Are we overlanders?
No. Well, we definitely don't drive Toyotas. I don't know. So I think this is cool. I think everything serves its own purpose. Like, you know, if you're into road tripping and staying one place one night, that's perfect. But if you're into camping and going for a weekend, I'd go the regular tent.
I'd say, yeah, unless you have 2 cars.
Yeah, unless you have 2 cars, like we're doing now. We're gonna take the kayaks down the river with my truck.
Sean's way over here. I gotta go catch up to him now. Yo, what are we doing? We're playing bumper boats here? This is the life. Just chilling, kayaking.